Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss The Cursed Carnival and Other Calamities. This is a short story collection book within the Riordan Presents / Riordan Presents banner, right? Riordan presents The Cursed Carnival and Other Calamities. So, this came out, I got it for Halloween. When did it come out? September 2021. We're right on the money. We got Tristan Strong coming up. We got Daughter of the Deep coming up. And then we're done for 2021. And then starts the 2022 venture of books. So how do I review and analyze a collection of books? How do I review and analyze 400 and something? 438 pages of book when it's short stories per all the authors we've already known and love, except for the author who did Pahua and the Soul Stealer. We don't have a short story from that author. So we're just gonna go in order, I guess. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I redid my list. Remember, I had a post-it on the back of my It Chapter 2 IMAX ticket. This is my bookmark. How torn to shred this is. I keep a post-it on the back of my list of my favorite to least favorite of the Riordan Presents series. Not specific book, but series in general. So I updated it. We got to go over that. So the first one is called Calamaty Juice. That one is, we're just gonna go exactly how it says. Calamaty Juice by Carlos Hernandez. That he is the author of the Sal and Gabby Break the Universe, Sal and Gabby Fix the Universe books. I had horrible issues with the first Sal and Gabby book because it's introduced that there's a text, there's an app where the different Sals and different Gabbies and different other people can text each other in the multiverse, right? Great. Excellent. The problem in the second book could have been resolved with the simple texting, but it never happened. So, guess what happens in this short story? They text each other. They literally do exactly what I complained about. And it fixed itself. So the little resolution of that kind of gave me a I can breathe kind of note. And I enjoyed. It's a sequel. It's a short sequel story after the Sal and Gabby books. Everyone's doing their thing, adapting to the multiverse, traveling through the multiverse. And Sal and Gabby find these magical unicorns who aren't magic, they're science-based, who travel from multiverse to multiverse through rainbow bridging, basically. And epic. And I never thought I'd say the word epic within a Sal and Gabby book, but this was really good compared to that first book, compared to the second book, which I had a lot of issues with. But they used the app. So thank you, Carlos, for fixing that the characters are actually using the items that they discuss. Okay, that is Calamaty Juice. So next we're going to Beware the Grove of True Love. Let me just see. Man, my brain is mush right now. I don't remember who wrote this or... Oh, Roshani Chachki. Okay. So, Beware the Grove of True Love by Roshani Chachki. This is a sequel story, short story, between book 4 and 5 of Arusha. I think it's between 4 and 5. This was boring. I'm not going to lie. This was boring. It's just another adventure the potatoes have. Just another quest for another goddess who can't do things by themselves. That's it. That's the summary of this. No lessons learned, no magic, no... I still love our potatoes, but like, meh, this was a thing. All right. Next, Cave of Doom, page 83. Man, this is so easy with my cheat sheet. I'm putting my leg up as a stool. Man, 83. Where are we? 83. Cave of Doom, J.C. Cervantes. Bruh. This was creepy. This had like these demon birds, but like they weren't bird. I don't know. It was just, this is in the Stormrunner universe, which bridges because then Ren is now getting her own book series on the Aztecan alien magic stuff with a little bit of Mayan thrown in, but like the Sal and Gabby, the Stormrunner books are mainly like Mayan. So like this was neat having that in between, like after the third book before Ren's book is this story. So that was very cool. I really enjoyed this one. This was nice. Where else? What are we? Okay. Next is The Initiation, page 128. Initiation, page 128. Yoon-Ha Lee. Oh, bro. I love Dragon Pearl. Absolutely love Dragon Pearl. To have space pirates and mythological creatures and Korean mythology just thrown up to space cadets traveling from starport to planet to all these... Oh, bro, Dragon Pearl is awesome. Can't wait for the sequel. And for this to be the sequel story between Dragon Pearl... Oh, no, wait. Is this a sequel story? This might be the sequel story after the second book. I think that's how the ending ended. Because, who? Because... Was it June or was it Min? No, Min. It was Min. Because Min's brother is June and June is dead. So, having his ghost interact with other space cadets on a ship, and then having everybody's, not avatars, but like spirit come through as whatever animal they are, chaos ensued on a spaceship. I absolutely loved it. It was so smart. So smart. Okay, next. The Gum Baby Files, 175. This I remember distinctly. Page 175. Page 175. Kwame Mbalia. This is the author. He is the author of the Tristan Strong books. Tristan Strong is awesome. So at the end of the second book, we have the Alk gods, goddesses, folklore heroes, and heroines going into the mortal world. So Alk is not a place, it's a story. So the stories are now coming into the forefront, and Gum Baby's on a field trip with two other Alkians at a, what is it, a Missouri or a Mississippian, I think it was Mississippi, Civil Rights Museum, and going through that stuff. That was pretty cool. That was really neat with the Don't Erase the Stories thing. Oh, woo! PC all around. Absolutely loved it. Where are we now? Okay, the Demon Drum. This was scary, actually. 215. Page 215. The Demon Drum. The Demon Drum by Rebecca Roanhorse. She has done the Race to the Sun. We only get one book of our beautiful Navajo heroine that she is. It's... Oh my god, why am I forgetting this girl's name? Something like an N? Davery. No, it's not Davery. Davery's the friend. I love the book. Can't remember her name. Nizhoni. There we go. Nizhoni. This was awesome. They went to this powwow, which was like a festival, and like chaos ensued. Chaos ensued. Creepy with this demon drum thing and the demon from the other world coming about to take these kids. Oh, loved it. Absolutely loved it. Bruno and the Freaky Flower, page 248. Bruno and the Freaky Flower, page 248 by Taylor K. Mejia. She has done the Palo Santiago books. The Palo Santiago books are my least favorite. We've discussed this a few times. The first one hurt my soul. The second one was much better. Much better. I enjoyed the second way more than I did the first. And I did full reviews on why I hated the first and I really liked the second. But this was a really good short story. It was a nice gap in between the first book and the second book. A couple weeks after Paolo and, oh my god, names. See, it's so hard with names when I'm not focusing on a full 300 to 400 page book. And I have just 50-ish pages of a short story. Because I'm just going through everyone at the same time. Dante. Paolo and Dante get back from the cactus field. And Bruno is this, chupacabra puppy that Paolo took with her from the other world. So, the underworld, other world. And Bruno's, like, getting sick. And, like, he needs, like, puppy power, basically. So, like, they find this rotted flower in the cactus fields with other chupacabra puppies. But, like, that's what they need to, like, stay chupacabra puppies. And, like, Bruno goes back with her eventually after they eat the flower. But, like, it's pretty good. It was cute. It's short. It's fast. I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. The Loneliest Demon, my favorite of all of these. All 10. Definitely my favorite. 291. Where are we? 291. The Lowliest Demon by Sarwat Chadha. He wrote the City of the Plague God book. Sikander Aziz is just an incredible character, and the world that Sarwat had created for us, the fact that the book had to be delayed because it's about a pandemic in New York City, and it was supposed to be released in the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, which was ravaging New York City when the book was originally supposed to be released. So to have it pushed, creepy as hell, and then to read it, and you're like, oh my god, I've seen all of this. I've seen the live streams of all this stuff happening, and I absolutely love City of the Plague God. We've discussed how much I love that book numerous times. This was absolutely incredible. You have a demon who was left behind by the other demons that Sick had faced, you know, in the City of the Plague God. So this is a short sequel story to the City of the Plague God. And it was a matter of putting bygones be bygones. Let's get you home. Because you haven't truly hurt me, but like, you don't belong here. So let's try to get you home. And the quest of all this stuff. In the midst of all this quest, going into the Canal Street subway to get this demon back to her homeland, Demon Central, if you will, the demon and Sick are in the multiverse because the portal's opened, and to get to the demon world you have to go through the multiverse, obviously, because it's a different dimension. So you as in our characters, Sick and the demon, go into the multiverse, and all this stuff's passing by, and this kid on a unicorn passes by, and he's like, watch out, kid, and all these things. And I stopped myself and I was like, bro, did we get a literal crossover of Sikander Aziz facing a Sal from who knows what universe, but on a unicorn going through the rainbow multiverse? I freaked the freak out. I was like, yo, this is so brilliant of putting all of this together, because a lot of this stuff had to do with curses, or like a lot of things were carnivals or powwows for the Race to the Sun sequel that we had. So to have Sal interact with Sick for a very short period of time, brilliant. And we have shout outs from Arusha and Sal and Gabby numerous times. So I love that it's not necessarily the same Percy verse, the Camp Half-Blood Saga verse that we all know and love from Riordan, but we know that it all is incorporated together because it's a multiverse, and the multiverse interacts with each other. Bro, mind blown. Multiverse is the thing right now. We can't wait for the Spider-Man No Way Home. We can't wait for future multiverse sagas. Everything that happened in Loki, the multiverse breaking, like, to have it in a franchise that has nothing to do with Marvel, but to be so stoked about it at the same time, incredible. Okay, so that's the Loneliest Dragon. And bro, at the end, when I'm broing a lot. Bro, when we got to the end and the demon obviously couldn't go back home, Sick gave her something about the Statue of Liberty. It was like a shirt or something like that. And like, he knows the poem like by heart, you know, bring me your tired, or whatever it is. And he literally just says, welcome to America. And I just got chills. The immigrant overlay of this was just so gorgeous. And it was a, why did we lose this sense as a country kind of a thing. Absolutely love that. And it's so cool having all of this happen, because you also have the Race to the Sun kids who are literal natives. They are the first people from different tribes, obviously, from different nations. But like, to have all of these different overlays of what makes America America, it was so cool. And more of a, we have to stop being stupid and selfish. White people have to stop being stupid and selfish and realize that we're not the only people, that there were people here before us. There are still people coming here, and we all have to act as one. And that's just what I absolutely, I got chills right now. That's what I love about this book and the Rick Riordan Presents series in general, is because that's what it is. We have to act as one. If we don't act as one unit, as one body, what are we going to do when the aliens invade? That's the only way we'll ever have true, full encompassed humanity, good old one earthling. We're never going to call ourselves Terrans. We're never going to call ourselves Earthlings until we're united. And the only way to be united is when there's an extraterrestrial force that is threatening the planet. So enough of my spiel on that. Anyway, going back into our glossary of contents, my night at the Gifted Carnival, 338. Let's pull that back up. My night at the Gifted Carnival, Gracie Kim, she did The Loneliest Star. So this is a prequel short story prior to, remember what I said before? Carnivals, powwows, all this stuff. The Cursed Carnival just comes to effect. This is the prequel book before The Last Fallen Star. And this was disturbing, man. This was very creepy, being at this carnival of these Korean witches, but like from like other parts of the globe as well, showing different clans from other parts of the globe. And like, there's this ice demon who's just stealing children, and they have to face off and all these things. And I'm like, bro, this is like creepy, really creepy, like disturbing points at times. I absolutely loved it. It's funny, things I love and hate. Where am I? Okay. And then My Life as a Child Outlaw, page 382. That is from our one and only Uncle Rick Riordan. This is the first bit of him giving us Irish mythology. He has a master's degree in Irish mythology. He was trying to go for his he started to go for his doctorate in Irish mythology, Celtic mythology, but that's when the Percy Jackson TV series started up in development for Disney Plus, despite the fact it still hasn't technically been greenlit, but it's getting there. We're getting there. That's another conversation for another time. So this was his 50-something page short story of this character who changes his name 3 times, and eventually we land on Finn. But this was incredible. We started off with this kid at 8, going through the woods, basically a savage, but like going from foster moms to like he's like kidnapped, and then like this other guy kidnaps him after he murders the new tribe that this kid is with, and then like figuring out along the way as he's aging, because we get 2 years worth of stories in this 50-something page short story, who killed his dad, why his dad was killed, who still has the bag that his dad had, all these things. Then he now has to find his older brother, he now has to find his uncle. That's where we leave off on a cliffhanger. But like the twist at the end, who killed his father? I'm like, bro, this was incredible. You got druids, you got banshees going on, you got your things, right? You got your Celt mythology going on, which is cool because not many people know it. That's what's beneficial about these books. We're introduced to mythos, stories that we are not familiar with. We learn, we adapt, we take what we know and we adapt it to our everyday lives. Absolutely loved it. It was so cool having this muddy, disgusting 8, 9, 10, 11-year-old kicking ass, murdering numerous people, literally, and just like going ham on these kids for certain games. Now, I do want to point out the beginning of this, after Rick's little blurb, right, is a quote from Jason Grace from the Tower of Terror. If the hero isn't ready to lose everything for a greater cause, is that person really a hero? That's literally what encompasses every short story collected in the Cursed Carnival and Other Calamities. I am absolutely blown away with this book. Blown away with this book. It is awesome. Definitely up there. That's why, and it was hard for me to figure out where the hell to put this in my list. I got my list. We're going to update it. Okay. Number 1, Stormrunner. Number 2, City of the Plague God. Number 3, The Last Fallen Star. Number 4, Cursed Carnival. Then we go to Dragon Pearl, Tristan Strong, Race to the Sun, number 7, Arusha, number 8, Pahua and the Soul Stealer, number 9, Sal and Gabby, number 10, Paulo Santiago, 11. So that is the 11 different series, quote-unquote, or single books. Because right now, Dragon Pearl and Race to the Sun are the only ones with only 1 book per series. But Dragon Pearl is getting a sequel. Race to the Sun, I don't think is getting a sequel, aside from the short story that we just got in here. But I'm very excited for a sequel to this, because this was cool. This was fun. I try to read 50 pages a day prior to going to work. And like this was neat because the short stories were anywhere from 30 to 50 pages long. So I was basically reading a story a day, and I liked it. It was like cool. My attention span is short enough to begin with. So this was neat, putting it all together. And that's all I got. Cursed Carnival and Other Calamities by a slew of authors. Brand new September 2021 book. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. More reviews of books to come. Mucho mahalo.